Sports. It's in the game.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From a stunning setting, Torrey Pines Golf Course in Southern California, it's opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Situated high on the cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, what a golf course, Torrey Pines, and what a weekend we should have in store as we look at the leaderboard here in round one. Robbie Shelton is your leader. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. That one up the right side.
That's a pretty good break there to finish up in the first cut. With that ball sitting up fairly well, a lot more options available.
This now his second from just off the fairway.
You've got to hit your iron shots to be successful here, but what a shot to start the tournament.
A dead-on look here for birdie. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round, and he's very quickly to 1 under par. Well, the second hole here at Torrey Pines South is by no means long, but by the same token, it's not easy. This is strategic play, certainly off the tee. Put yourself in position, get a good angle at that hole location. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
Okay, that's acceptable there. 15 feet away. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. With La Jolla and the blue Pacific in the distance, we move ahead to the picturesque 201-yard par 3 third. Club selection can range from a 9-iron to a hybrid, depending on conditions, and you definitely don't want to be long here. Okay, just finding the green off the tee is half the battle here at the third, though that will leave a long one coming up. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down-the-slope putt for birdie. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Here we are now at the 490-yard par 4 fourth, the second longest of the challenging par 4s here at Torrey Pines. A good tee shot is essential, and the par is a good score. That one a little straighter than the first 2 drives of the round. This going to be safely in the fairway here at 4. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
Staring at 142 to the hole, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Frankie's not going to make the highlight shows tonight, but he might still make par, which isn't all bad.
Hey, let's face it, that is very forgettable.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at 1 under par. This par 4 fifth here at Torrey Pines South measures 454 yards. That's not overly long by today's standards. The key here is to keep your tee shot out of those fairway bunkers. If you do and you're in the fairway, you have a reasonable chance to get out of here with a birdie. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the left side of this fairway, he'll look over his second. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Oh, nearly holed that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, after 3 lengthy par 4s in the first 5 holes, this 564-yard par 5 sixth is a welcome sight. Frequently downwind, dog leg right. Eagle is a possibility, but birdie far more likely. This one's starting a little bit right.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. On to the 7th now, a tough hole here, a winding par 4 at 462 yards. It is the #1 handicap hole on the south course, and for good reason. An approach shot from anything other than the fairway is fraught with peril, with a canyon beyond and a deep right front bunker guarding an angled and difficult to hit green.
It's a great tee shot. It is a bit of an awkward yardage, that half or three-quarter swing for that next shot. So going to have to be a little precise. Make sure you have a plan where you want to land that ball. That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at -3. Some tough par 3s on this south course. Here's another one, the 177-yard 8th. This hole deceptively uphill. Might be worth grabbing an extra club, maybe even 2, to cut through this ocean air and cover that deep front bunker. Well, he played it safe, but that's okay there on the front part of the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Now this putt's going to feel like you're heading through tar as we go back up the slope, and it is going to push the ball from right to left.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. We finished the front side here at Torrey Pines at the 615-yard par 5 9th, reachable into by only the longest hitters, but with a good drive and that aggressive layup, birdie is definitely a possibility. All right, in the fairway.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. We start the backside at Torrey Pines with the 454-yard par 4 9th. This one not as daunting as some others here with a good tee shot. Birdie definitely a possibility. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
9 feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's going to get to within 2 of the lead as he moves to 5 under par. Always like to see a par 3 where you have to hit maybe a long iron, even a hybrid or a fairway wood, and that's the case here at the 11th. If the wind is blowing, already on the card it's 225 yards, but it can play upwards of 240, 250 yards. Need to be at your best on this shot. Well, he was asking for it to sit down, but it would not comply, and that's going to wind up over the back. Now a second to this par 3. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay at 5 under. Up next, the 505-yard par 4 12 for Torrey Pines. You can be aggressive off the tee here, and you should be, because if you do not hit a good drive, you're not going to get it home in 2. This one working up the right side.
Now that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Now back toward the ocean. This his second at 12.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to within a shot of the lead at 6 under now for the tournament. This is a good hole right here. Giant 621-yard par 5, the 13th. You have to hit a massive tee shot. And if you want to get home into, you need to really bust that second one. It has to be 260 yards of carry. Good luck and get after it. This started toward the left side. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
I'll make this about 100 yards. Third shot.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain at 6 under par. So here at the 437-yard par 4 14th, that canyon that you can see running along the left side is pretty to look at, but obviously you want to stay away from there because you can make a big number if you hit your tee shot down there.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. The 15th hole is up next, a par 4 at 480 yards. Not a whole lot to it. A tee shot of the fairway should leave you with a reasonable approach into a green with bunkers left and right. This one starting a little left off the tee.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough.
That's a good shot out of the rough. Really controlled the lack of spin out of the grass. Ball didn't jump either, so did not go over the green.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. So now to the final par 3 here at Torrey Pines South. It is the 16th, 227 yards, good hole with those 3 bunkers protecting the green. There is that slight opening in the front. It would take an outstanding shot to give yourself a chance to make a birdie. Yeah, even with the uphill slope, it's just hard to get a ball to stop on this green from that far back, and that'll run off long and into the rough. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay at 7 under. Next up, the penultimate hole at Torrey Pines, 443-yard par 4. Have to avoid the fairway bunker, 275 yards down that right side.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Second shot, good look at the green. Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. This 18th hole is not overly long, 570 yards, a par 5, and it's straight. Should be able to get home in 2, but the key is you have to keep it in the fairway. If you hit it in that rough, you're more than likely going to lay up short of that pond and try to make birdie the conventional way. But if you hit it in the fairway, good opportunity to go for it in 2 and finish your round with an eagle. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Looks like that's going to come to rest on the cart pass, so there's some decisions to be made now. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. A final look at the leaderboard shows our featured golfer on top by a shot. So, some good playing here in round number 1, Frank.
It certainly is, Rich, but there's a long way to go. It's just a sliver of a lead.
So, 1 round in the books at the Farmers Insurance Open, already shaping up to be a great weekend. We've got coverage from Torrey Pines tomorrow starting bright and early at 8 a.m. Pacific. We'll see you then.